In this video, we will bring in the foundation of creating a diet plan and we will discuss why it is necessary to measure food. First and foremost, nutrition. What is nutrition? Nutrition is the process of obtaining food necessary for health and growth. The food that we eat provides us calories or energy. Food is fuel for the body and body burns food in order to live. Depending on the daily calorie intake and expenditure, we either gain, lose or maintain weight. By measuring food, we will get to know how much we should eat in order to meet our goals. TDEE is the total daily energy expenditure, which is the number of calories we burn in a day. If calories in is equal to TDEE, weight is maintained. If calories in is lesser than TDEE, we lose weight. If calories in is greater than TDEE, we gain weight. How much energy we need, that really depends on gender, activity level, height, weight, age, and a lot of other things go into consideration. For example, physical activity level of an athlete will be more than an office worker getting little or no exercise, and hence the calorie requirement would vary accordingly. BMR or basal metabolic rate is a measurement of the number of calories needed to perform our body's most basic functions like breathing, circulation, and cell production. One of the ways to calculate BMR is by using the given equations. So as you can see, we require the gender, weight, height, and age of the person in order to calculate BMR. So BMR is the calories body uses at rest. The person would require extra calories depending on the physical activity level. So TDEE is calculated by multiplying BMR along with a value as per the lifestyle conditions. If you look at the table, people with serious medical condition can be considered as extremely inactive. Office worker getting little or no exercise can be considered to have a sedentary lifestyle. Person involved in 1 hour daily exercise can be considered as moderately active. Person involved in some kind of physical training for 2 hours daily can be considered as vigorously active, and athletes can be considered as extremely active. Let's demonstrate whatever we have learned till now. Let's say we have to create a diet plan for this guy named Ajit. Gender is male, weighs 72 kgs, he is 176 cm tall, 33 years of age. We can consider him as moderately active. The goal is to gain weight and food preference is non-veg. We have sufficient data in order to calculate the BMR and the number of calories that Ajit burns daily, that is TDEE. Let's calculate Ajit's BMR value first. In order to calculate BMR, we need the gender, weight, height, and age. And in order to calculate TDEE, we need the physical activity level. If we put value for weight, height, and age, we get the BMR value as 1708 calorie per day, which means if Ajit does nothing during the day, his body would need a minimum of 1708 calorie to keep the vital functions going like breathing, digestion, etc. We will go ahead and calculate the TDEE by multiplying the value 1.5 as Ajit is moderately active. In order to gain weight, we are adding a value 250 calories, so we get 2820 calories as the final value. So this much amount of calorie Ajit would be needing daily in order to gain weight. Bear in mind, TDEE can act as a benchmark to start the diet and value can be changed on a trial and error basis as we progress. Allocating macros properly is really essential now that we have the total calories. Nutrients that make the most significant part of our diet are called macronutrients. There are 3 macronutrients our body needs in large amount in order to function well. These are protein, fats, and carbohydrates. Protein play a role in development and repair of bone, muscle, and skin. The general requirement for protein is 0.8 to 1.2 gram per kilogram of body weight. In our diet plan, we would keep 25% of total calories as protein, that is 705 calories. Each gram of protein produces 4 calories. So 705 calories would be 705 divided by 4, that is 176 gram. This may not be the exact value, it can vary slightly as per the diet plan. Moving on to the next macronutrient, that is fats, also known as lipids. These are calorie dense macros that provide around 9 calories per gram. Fats provide taste and texture to food. They also create a protective barrier for cells, help in dissolving vitamins, insulation and padding for organs. The recommended daily allowance of fats is 20 to 35%. We have kept it as 30% of total calories, that is 864 calorie, that is equal to 94 grams of fat. Carbohydrates are considered as primary source of fuel for our body. Simple carb are the ones that are easier to break down, found in foods like candy, sugar, etc. Complex carbs take longer to break down. They provide energy for a longer period of time, found in foods like rice, wheat, potato, etc. Now that we have calculated the amount of energy that will be derived from protein and fat, we would subtract that amount from total calories to get the calorie required from carbohydrates, which would consist of around 45% of total calories. We will go ahead and create a diet plan consisting of 25% protein, 30% fats and 45% carbohydrates. On this screen, you see the pre-workout meal. Meal should be consumed at least 1 hour before workout to help prevent any stomach discomfort during exercise. If you look into the nutritional information on the right, the first thing we generally see is the calories. Here you can see 1 cup, that is 80 gram of oats, provide 300 calories, out of which we get 6 gram fat, 54 gram carbohydrates and 10 gram proteins. So we have converted the values as per our requirement. Similarly, you can see the nutrition facts for whey protein, peanut butter and apple. Below we can see the macro for our pre-workout meal. Coming to post-workout, similarly we have the nutrition facts followed by the macro. Coming to snack, these are the nutrition facts followed by the macro. One thing we need to keep in mind that the calories that is contained in a raw food is different than that of cooked food. Let's say for example in chicken breast, after cooking chicken breast there is at least 25% weight loss. So we need to calculate the calorie accordingly. Here you can see the nutrition facts for brown rice, cauliflower, green peas, olive oil, chicken breast, followed by the macro. This is the evening snacks. Nutrition facts for peanut butter, brown bread, egg white, sweet potato, followed by the macro. Coming to the last meal of the day, that is dinner, we have 3 roti, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 80 gram chicken breast. So these are the nutrition facts followed by the macro. So in total we are having 182 gram protein, 91 gram fat, 315 gram carbohydrates, which gives us a total energy of 2807 kilocalories. Let's summarize what we have learned till now in this video. So the calorie requirement differs from person to person. You start gaining weight when you consume more calories than required. The over intake of calories can be avoided by measuring how many calories you are consuming, which can be done by measuring food. We learned how to calculate BMR and TDEE and prepare a diet plan. We learned about nutrition label, which provides information about food's nutrient content, which includes macronutrients, that is carbohydrates, protein, fats, as well as fibers, artificial additives, sodium, etc.